another video. So it's been like a few weeks since I posted my second video on this channel, and I just wasn't like in the right mind space and things like that. I was just trying to clear up my thoughts and just get myself back on my journey. I really created the channel to share my journey and the ups and downs of what I go through and what I am going through, trying to improve my reality and things like that, and the different challenges that I'm gonna reach, because I know I haven't always been so great with my thoughts and my mind, and I know that I had a lot of resistance to things that I needed to work on myself. I come to realize that I have been spending too much time trying. A lot of things could have turned out better for me sooner than later if I wouldn't have been trying so much. The issue with that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like you shouldn't try, like trying is a bad thing, but what I'm saying in the terms of law of assumption and manifesting and things like that is you literally have to stop trying and just be. And what I found that I was doing is just watching different techniques and different ways of how to do things, going to different videos and saying to myself, well, why is it not here yet? Why is it not working? Why does it feel like nothing is going the way that I wanted to go? Instead of just being that version of myself that know that everything is already going the way that I want it to go. And it doesn't matter what I'm seeing. It doesn't matter what's going on around me. I have to know within myself and keep that power within myself that everything is always turning out in my favor. Everything is always working out for me. I was just spending too much time, and I'm not saying that like this is something that I'm still working on. This is something that I'm still trying to get past and learn how to do. I have to focus more on being and learning how to be. And I've been getting better with that. But the thing about it is I still have my days where I spiral and stuff like that, especially when things go on in my 3D that is not so favorable to me. And I've known from consuming so much content that circumstances don't matter. The 3D doesn't matter. Just persist in what it is that you are saying to be true for yourself, and it's going to come. But that's not going to happen if I'm going from video to video to video, trying to figure out what's the next best thing to do. What technique is this person using that they're saying working for them? Is that going to work for me as well? Because everybody has to find their own thing of what works for them. Everybody is not the same. Some people may be similar, but everybody is not the same. Everybody's process of how they do things and how they get results is different for them. For some people, it may be the same. But generally, everybody in the world doesn't work off of the same one technique. I have to stay disciplined in telling myself and letting myself know that it doesn't matter what happens. You have to stay in that state of being that person who's getting that wish fulfilled in that area for what it is that you are trying to bring into your life. And it's something that I'm really learning the more that I learn how to discipline my mind and really keep myself out of those bad states and those old thoughts and that old story, and really persist in what it is that I know that I can achieve for myself and what I want. And I have that dominant belief that I know everything is going to work out in my favor, but that doesn't stop the human reactions from coming when they come and when I'm in those moments and when I'm having those days. So I hope this video makes sense. I'm going to say that I intend that this video makes sense. I'm not jumping around from like, oh, let me see what this next new person is saying. Like if somebody new comes up, and I may give their video a chance to see, you know, if I agree with what they're talking about, and if they're teaching on a link on the strength of something that I feel as though is pushing me and inspiring me. I do have a few set of people that I do watch. I normally stick to those people, but I don't feel like it's such a bad thing if you find another person that you like to follow, as long as they're following the same concepts of the people that you are already watching to keep you on that path. And if you feel as though you can really trust what they're saying, because they're sharing their experiences with you as well, they're going through things as well, and they're also sharing, you know, just in general, just being authentic with their experience. Because I don't really like to follow the people who like make it seem like there's just one way to do this or one way to do that, or if you do this, this is not going to happen. Because like I said, everybody has to find their way that works for them differently. And I know for me, I definitely have to stop being the one that's searching for, let me go back to the video. I do go back to videos and give myself a refresher and get myself more motivated. But like when I find myself, when I'm in those moments of spiraling and I'm just jumping from video to video to video to video, puts more on my mind for me to keep overthinking about it. And I'm not overthinking about it in a way to where as though I'm thinking about it in my favor. I'm overthinking about it in a way to where as though I'm spiraling even more. So I do have those certain videos of people that I watch of videos that I feel as though really give me that boost that I need when I am spiraling. But it's different from using it for that motivation and keep you in that state to just trying to find the next thing because you feel like what you're doing is not currently working. And I had to realize, like, girl, you probably could have had everything that you wanted right now in this moment, and I still can, but I know it could have came faster if I would have really learned how to relax in those moments and just stay in that state and just knowing and being. And it's really hard when you spiral and things like that to really keep yourself in that space, to keep your mind on track. But the more that I find that I do it and keep myself in that state of just knowing that everything is always working out in my favor and things like that, it eventually does help me to feel better. But I realize, and maybe it's just me like working on my self-concept and things like that, I'm starting to understand more that even when I am in those spiraling moments, like, girl, this don't matter. This is just a moment. I'm just letting these emotions pass so it can get up out my energy and out my system, and I can just continue to move on to being in the reality that I want to be in. So I just wanted to say that is something that I've noticed that I have been doing on this journey, is just more so trying instead of being. I'm getting myself up out of this feeling of, always feeling like I'm procrastinating or putting the video on for the next day or the next day or the next day because I feel like I can't find the right words to say. I just have to start recording and getting it out there and just saying it. People are good. The people who need to understand what it is that I'm trying to say and where I'm trying to get at, they are going to understand that. I intend that you guys all understand that. If you feel as though you're falling in those same states and things like that, try to really practice on your self-concept and just being that person, because staying in that state is going to get you more and more and more and more right there to what it is that you're trying to get, and then right before you know it, it's going to be there. And I'm telling myself this as well, because it's a working process. This is not something that you're just going to learn overnight. So I just wanted to say that for anybody out there who may be doing the same thing that I have found myself doing, try to really work on being and see if that really works for you. And it's a day-by-day thing. I know it's not going to be an easy process, because like I'll be good for like a day or two and then I'll spiral or something like that. I'm getting to that place where I'm more able to catch it and turn it right back around. So I just wanted to share that because it's something that I found myself going through, and in my thoughts and everything that I was trying to get together as well and figure out, well, like, what am I doing that could be possibly holding me back, and just trying to reflect and things like that. So I hope that helps anybody that find themselves in the same situation or that mindset of what I was going through. I'm very, very awkward when it comes to closing my videos, so I'm just going to end it right here. And I hope everyone being in a state that is beneficial to your mind and what it is that you are trying to bring into fruition. So I'm going to stop being awkward, and I'm just going to end the video. So bye.